Well, guys, man, that didn't take long, man. Shedeur Sanders is standing on business right out the gate in 2026. He's letting people know that, look, you got to change your approach too. And Shedeur Sanders, the day after the OTA minicamp, he got a chance to speak with the media, and he absolutely shut down the Cleveland media quick, fast, in a hurry. You are now tuned into a brand new episode of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. I'm your host and the man behind the mic, K Sapp. Well, guys, we got to talk about it, man. Number 2, Shedeur Sanders, quarterback of the Cleveland Browns, shuts down the Cleveland media, and you don't want to miss. And we're going to talk about it right after this.
Let me put you on game. These other podcasts out here talking that shit, but ain't repping the same. It's my bro K-Sapp, chopping up topics for your optics. From politics to your top picks. Tune in, you gotta watch this. Exclusive material for your radio, stereo, pumping high definition. Stop what you doing and listen. We smashing all competition. You better jump on this wave. Somebody pass me a mic, man, I got something to say.
Well, guys, you know I got something to say, man. Shedeur Sanders is coming out the gate swinging. What we saw today in the OTAs, Shedeur Sanders taking first-team reps like Todd Monken said he would, because Todd Monken already told you guys that, hey, way Cleveland ended last year is the way they're going to start this year. Shedeur Sanders was starting quarterback to end the season on a 2-game win streak. Now, to start off the OTAs, Shedeur Sanders was the first man out the gate out of the 3 quarterbacks between Sean Watson, Dylan Gabriel, and Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur Sanders was getting them first-team reps. And we did a show earlier talking about the article that was produced that Todd Monken said, whoever starts out the OTAs, first man up, first man to get the reps, is basically your starting quarterback. And Shedeur Sanders wrapped that up today by speaking with the media. And Shedeur Sanders has sat back, listened to all the negativity that's been said about him through the Cleveland media, the Cleveland insiders, anybody that he could think of, especially Mary Kay Cabot, the Jason Lloyds of the world, the Anthony Limas of the world, Tony Grossi's of the world. Shedeur Sanders, he sat back and he listened to all that, right? So today, after the OTAs, Shedeur Sanders spoke with the media, right? He was very vibrant, jubilant. He was very excited. It looks like he slimmed down. Looks like he got a newfound leash on life when he's talking about football now. It's all upbeat. He's always been upbeat, but something today stood out. And he wanted to let the Cleveland media know, getting tired of y'all nonsense. So the day after the OTA and after practice, Shedeur Sanders got a chance to speak with the media. And you know, the first person that always wants to be the first person to ask the question is Mary Kay. So let's sit back and listen to what Shedeur Sanders had to let the Cleveland media and these Cleveland insiders know straight out of the horse's mouth. Y'all pay close attention, because Shedeur Sanders, he sends a strong message to the Cleveland media and the insiders about this upcoming 2026 season. Let's take a listen.
You really kind of took it to heart what it takes to be a pro in this league, and that part of sticking around, you work really hard on things, your body looked different. Does he have that right, that you kind of figured that whole thing out?
What does that mean? Does he have that right?
Did Jimmy Haslam characterize that correctly, that you kind of figured out everything that it takes to be a pro in this league and really put your heart into it?
Well, no, I don't really know I don't really know everything at all. Like, I'm open to learning every day on just different things just in life. I learned how to cut my beard the other day. I try to learn something new every day, because I'm not one that just thinks my way is the best way. So I like to just learn different point of views, different perspective of a lot of things, and just come here with a renewed mindset, and just approach life with just a renewed mindset, just about how I view everything.
Shedeur, as everybody sort of matures, as they grow, how do you feel like you've matured the most from this point last year to today in terms of overall, your overall growth?
I think you gotta take stuff day by day. I think you can't look at things as like with your goal. I think if you have like short-term things you want to accomplish and use your time, extremely important, and knowing what negativity to not let like in your everyday circle, and just everything you do, like everything matters. So I think I just recalibrated my life to view everything as fun.
Shedeur, in the early weeks and months here working with Coach Monken, like what's it been like learning this offensive system for you?
Yeah, Coach Monken great. Coach Monken great, and all the other coaches on the staff is extremely great. You're gonna understand and embrace you just as a person, then they push you each and every day, in the meeting room and on the field, in the weight room. Like, it's a new vibe, it's a new energy. The only thing we missing is y'all. We need y'all to have a new vibe, new energy. I know y'all want us to win, so we need some winning energy here. You know what I'm saying? We can't have too much negativity going on, and you want our players to be the best version of ourselves for y'all. So I think it's a community thing. I think we all, like as a group, have to, because everybody's gonna have kids. Everybody has that. You don't want your kids to be the side effects of, what you done did in life, the negativity and all this different type of stuff. You don't want that. So let's approach even this, like with a better attitude, like even coming from y'all also.
Man, now you heard what Shedeur Sanders had to say, man. And kudos to Shedeur Sanders for putting his foot down and standing 10 toes down, man. He basically is telling the Cleveland media, I've heard all the negativity. Negativity needs to stop. Don't you want us to win? See, guys, when I've been telling you guys that I've always felt that the Cleveland insiders and the Cleveland media really never wanted Cleveland Browns to win. It was always something negative that they wanted to talk about when it came to dealing with Shedeur Sanders. So that let me know that they wasn't for the Cleveland Browns' best interest. They just wanted to dog Shedeur Sanders out. And Shedeur Sanders called him out, man. He basically exposed the Cleveland media and the Cleveland insiders. And he said, this is a community thing, and it starts with y'all. Y'all got to bring the winning vibe around here. Leave that negativity at home. And do you notice when they asked him the question about Todd Monken, the guy couldn't even get the whole question out. And Shedeur Sanders was so ecstatic to answer that question about Todd Monken. He feels comfortable around Todd Monken. And that's an indictment on Kevin Stefanski, the way Kevin Stefanski tried to do Shedeur Sanders last year. And Shedeur Sanders is just letting everybody know, look, this is a new vibe. This is a new energy around here. We need everybody with that same energy. We don't need the negativity no more. That stops right here. And Shedeur Sanders basically sent him a message and exposed him at the same time. Excuse me. Exposed him at the same time. Shedeur Sanders, first out the gate in OTAs, and the first person they spoke to after practice. And what does he come out the gate saying? That he's open to learn every day. He said he just learned how to cut his beard the other day. He's open to learn new things. Excuse me. And I'm glad Shedeur Sanders sent out them warning shots to the Cleveland media, to the insiders, and everybody that's going to be talking about Shedeur Sanders on 92.3 The Fan, the Ken Carman and Anthony Lima show, UCSS. So Jason Lloyd, if you're listening, Anthony Lima, if you're listening, because I know you are, this goes out to you. He's letting you guys know, keep that negativity out. Y'all saw what Shedeur Sanders did. Y'all saw what he said. I ain't got to say no more. Y'all get down in the comments section and let me know what y'all think about today's video. I see everybody in the comments section, hashtag salute. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, you better subscribe. Oh, just in case I forgot, tell a friend and tell a friend. It might not be for you, but it might be for them. Make sure you turn your post notifications on. And this is going to wrap up another episode of Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. I'm your host and the man behind the mic, K-Sap. Catch you on the next one. Deuces.
Thanks for listening to the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share on all major platforms.
That's all, folks.